Hello and welcome to Elvenly Railways. This is a new update on the Ivy Railway. There's quite a lot been going on this month, including more work on the turntable and lots of running with all three locos, so I hope you enjoy this.
I got Mr. Fitzgerald with me again, and he's going to do some driving for me today.
Here I can be seen showing off my new Scotch mechanism. This took a few takes.
Keith's just come back with the T-Express. How level the turntable is now. Right, let's just make sure it comes on okay.
Here we're testing Ivy again on the new turntable.
I've lost my GoPro. We've actually managed to turn a loco here for the first time. There we are, that works well. So we can now take Ivy off, or take the Scotch off.
Oh goodness me.
It's a rigmarole, isn't it? So now Ivy is facing the other direction. It does work. I've got it working.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the key.
So we've managed to shear off a screw, because obviously with the engine on here, everything gets lowered slightly, and so it's bent. This bar was bent anyway, but it's bent it a bit more. It's not doing a great deal. This wood here isn't, but I think it all helps to keep things. It's a very basic kind of bearing. So I'll put a new screw in there. And Keith's had an issue down here. He went off from the engine and he's derailed it in the tunnel. He should be ashamed of himself. He's broke a fence, a climbing, like, what do you call it, an arch. You broke that, didn't you, mate? Now you've derailed my engine. So yeah, here we are. Let's find out how we're getting on. Yeah, that bogey's one. Oh yeah, oh, completely off on one bogey. You've got one axle still on.
After using the new re-railer, I tested the route a few times with a very smug look on my face, which was soon wiped off when I found out that my track wasn't up to standard round there, which we'll see later on.
Yeah, okay, it's all right now. Yeah, you're very good. Just rubbing it in now. Look, it's going fast as well this time. Look at this.
I've been run over.
I've been run over by my own engine.
Dear God.
He's run me over.
There's a gradient there, isn't it?
It's a hell of a gradient.
Tell you.
Hello, love.
I'm fancy.
What?
I'm fancy.
You're in your work stuff, ain't you?
Too fancy to be
Apart from your
here.
trainers.
Just come to see what the ruckus is about.
Keith causing trouble, isn't it, mate?
This is Ian practicing for the local Bromwood dancing competition. Diddly diddly dee 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 diddly diddly dum diddly dum dum diddly diddly do. Oh do diddly dum dum diddly diddly do. Up a diddly doo.
Here we're trying out the new run round with Scamp.
first time I've done that with scam. So this is Fred. Say hello to everyone, Fred.
Hello to everyone, Fred.
Well done. And this is the famous Fred Lewis, who has driven. What engines have you driven, mate?
All of them.
All-
Scots, Kings, Castles.
All the
Rolls.
steam.
Virtually all the steam they've got. A4s.
He's driven them all,
Yeah.
and now he's going to drive
Sani
Ivy.
has the best.
This is your biggest challenge.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And also, he's an amazing modeller as well. And it's, is it Welsh Wizard? Is
Welsh
it?
Wizard Loco Works.
Welsh?
.co.uk.
Yeah, so say it again.
Welsh Wizard Loco Works.co.uk.
Perfect.
Visit my website.
So I'm going to put him through his paces now.
And also, on the 13th of April 2024, come to Newgog and see our excellent exhibition.
There we are. Okay, little plug. Right, I shall stop there and let you get on with it, mate.
Okay.
You'll feel that there's a bit of a gradient coming up here now, mate, and then it sort of drops off.
We ended up with quite a few derailments that day due to my shoddy track maintenance. So I did a lot of work on the track after this.
We'll be here one day next week. Oh, a bit of rail gone, I need that.
There he goes. Watch your feet as well. Knees and feet. Knees and feet, mate.
Wait, push him back.
I'd ground down quite a lot of the concrete to make everything level on the turntable, and it works quite smoothly now. Here you can see some of the track work I've done in the tunnel. It's very damp in there and very muddy and very messy work. I extended the check rail and did various work on the sleepers and levelling, and it's made a lot of difference. A bit of my gardening that any real gardeners would be very ashamed of, but it suits me. Some of the primroses are still coming up on Primrose Bank, even though a lot of soil's been shoved over there. I decided to get Elizabeth out for the first time this year, and it ran really well for a couple of days. The third day I had a friend Steve over, and it didn't run quite so well, but yeah, we got it running, and I took quite a lot of footage of it, which you'll see. The first attempt to turn Elizabeth on the turntable wasn't entirely successful. The length of the engine and the turntable was slightly longer than I had anticipated, and so it made it not possible to turn the whole thing. The other factor was that the engine is obviously a lot heavier than the tender, so it made it clear that I could just turn the engine and not the tender, or do them both separately. Another problem encountered was the fact that Elizabeth didn't like my last point coming off the run round. I think it's just a little bit too tight for this engine, so that will be limited to going as far as that point from now on. Re-railing the front end isn't too bad, as it's much lighter than the back end of the loco, so I can do that by hand. The new re-railer came in very handy for all the times I had to re-rail Ivy. Because the gauge of the bogies on the driving truck isn't exact, I was having a few problems with the new frogs. Subsequently that was sorted by various grinding down and filing, but at this point it was riding up on the frog. I started Elizabeth off with one of the batteries, which is a slightly lower charge than the other, so it sort of eases it in. The blower runs slower with the first battery and then much faster with the second one. This concoction is boiler treatment. You put a capful in every time the loco runs. Here we see Ivy in a very rare fully charged state. I was just making sure that everything was okay with that frog that I'd done some grinding to. The injector's working. How they work is to push cold water into the boiler using steam pressure. Turning Elizabeth on its own was actually very successful. I just made sure that the loco was in the middle of the turntable and the weight was evenly distributed. After this, it's quite a simple job just to turn the riding car, but eventually it'd be good to have a riding car either end of whatever train I take up there. Take the engine off and get it turned, just push the coaches past the point and put the engine back on. This does mean a slightly reduced journey if I'm running with steam, but that doesn't matter.
I was just riding along and look who should appear. It's Wayland.
Happy days.
Spying on the neighbours. Having another steam up today with Elizabeth, and got a guest here, a fellow driver. Well, not that I'm a driver anymore, but a driver for Freightliner based at Whatley. Was it?
Mendip.
Mendip. Oh, I got it wrong.
So it covers Whatley and Muirhead quarries. And so I work for Freightliner and drive jumbo trains up to Acton, and I'll go down to Exeter, Oxford, Eastleigh, Fareham, Botley. I'll go quite a way around the southwest. So yeah, been a driver since 1991. Started on South Eastern.
Very busy man. Did I say your name? Was it
Stephen?
I know your
Or
name, but
Steve.
did I say it on here?
I don't know.
So yeah,
We're both sort of fumbling through this,
Yeah.
and seeing what we can do, and we'll probably redo it.
yeah, maybe we should.
Yeah. Delete, try again.
Steve was very helpful. He came really early in the morning. He'd driven miles and miles to get here, and yeah, he did quite a lot to help me. So we had a really good day. Lots of running. He drove all 3 locos, and found a very novel way of driving Scamp because he's a very tall person.
Where's the shunter to set me back?
We ain't got one.
A bit too big for a 5-inch.
Yeah, you'd be better with this gauge.
Yes, most definitely. It's screws come out of your hole.
So this is Keone.
Oh yeah.
I've got that right, haven't I?
Yeah,
yeah. He's my neighbour, and he's come up to have a little ride.
Is it a steam one?
Yep,
That's cool.
it's proper steam.
Proper steam.
Steam.
Yeah.
You stoke it with coal.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Found the trowel yet, mate?
No, mate.
No, I know.
You're so organised. It's unreal.
Yeah, I knew you hadn't found it because I've just seen it up there.
Come on then, let's go fix this track.
Okay. That seemed a lot better.
More work on the frog on this set of points.
Wires not across the track, and we'll test it.
Don't want no more derailments.
No. There we are.
To be a professional train driver, you've got to have your mug of tea or coffee. Just topping up with water, so we don't want to blow it up. Definitely not. Not the day for it.
Looking good, mate.
Well, we got £50 in there. We've not had a lot of success of getting a lot of steam for the old girl.
No.
But yourself out.
I'm under. That's it. I can pretend I've got a drone now, look. Did you enjoy that, mate?
Yeah, it was good.
I like your innovative way of...
Yeah, well, with my
Sitting.
knees, I will wipe out the bank with my
Yeah.
knees, one or the other.
Both. An inch.
Forward an inch.
Ease him up an inch.
Easing up.
Bit more. Stop.
Somehow we managed to forget that we had 2 items of rolling stock which were fouling the main running line.
Now shut off. Completely.
Forgot about them.
What was it?
Yeah.
What we hit?
Brake van.
Oh, we forgot to shunt it out, didn't we?
Oh,
Oh dear.
my second derailment in my driving career.
There we go. And it happened here. Well, you haven't derailed actually.
No,
You've just
not.
you've just destroyed a brake van.
Yeah, I've destroyed your brake van.
It's not destroyed. It's okay.
Does that one need changing?
Ah, it'll push it across me.
Roll away now. Roll away.
It's starting to rain quite a bit, isn't
Yes,
it?
it's
So this,
turned a bit worse, hasn't it? The weather?
yeah, this might need to be our last trip.
Right, yeah, mate, no worries.
Thanks so much for watching this edition and for watching my channel. I'm Ian and you've been watching Elvinley Railways. Bye for now.